Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back once again to Fat Cat Collections. And today I want to share with you guys a product that's a little bit off the beaten path of what I normally review, although you guys know that I always feature products on the channel that maybe are a little bit outside of watches and cologne and leather jackets and that kind of stuff. And as you guys know, Fat Cat Collections is a channel that reviews any kind of products I get my hands on, whether it be through a sponsorship deal or through something, or just something that I purchased I want to share with you guys. I think that YouTube, again, has become a great platform for not just creators to entertain people, but also a great place to learn about new products that we may not have known about before. And so the product I want to share with you guys today is by a company called Renpho. And I've worked with them in the past, I believe, on an air purifier. And they reached out to me and they wanted to send me one of their TENS units. And I'll show you guys what this device is. It looks like a cell phone, but it is not. And what this is it's for muscle pain relief and for muscle stimulation. Keep your mind out of the gutter, guys. So what this device does, and I've used one of these way back in the day, probably about 15 years ago. My old boss, he used to play football for a college in Hawaii. He played with some couple well-known people. Again, I'm not a football guy, but he was always into football, and some of the his years of playing definitely took a toll on his body. Big dude, And, I'm not sure what position he played. Maybe linebacker, maybe. I'm not really sure. It's been so long since I've even talked to the guy. But he developed a lot of back problems, and he always had a lot of pain. So he is Korean, and so he always had an idea about different remedies and trying different products to help to relieve pain. And so one of the devices he had was, I believe the name of it was like Dr. Wu, maybe? It's been a really long time, but it was a device similar to this, and it's called the TENS unit. And what this is a muscle stimulating unit. And so what this device, there's lots of different ones out there, and what this does, it makes the muscle contract without actually moving, without you actually putting in the effort. It uses electrical stimulation to cause a contraction, and this one has come a long way compared to the original one that I used back in the day. Back in the day, it was a simple pulse. I think he maybe had 3 modes of pulse, maybe a slight contraction, and different variations on intensity. And you guys might remember products like this. Years ago, they had one, like it was called the Abicizer or something like that, where it's same technology. You would wrap it around your waist, and it would use electrical charges or electrical pulses to actually make your muscles contract. And so the idea was that you could basically work your muscles or your abs without actually putting in the effort. And it does give you a contraction. This is definitely something, again, and I'm not, always consult your doctor before using anything that is in relation to your health, always. But these devices have been around for a while, and they were nice to send me one, and I've tried it a little bit. And I will tell you, because I've been somewhat stagnant over the last 8 months, I haven't really been working out. Not really, I haven't been working out, and I kind of go through waves, of course. This thing definitely caused me to be sore the next day. So again, always consult your doctor before using anything like this. And this, my brother-in-law's used something like this as well for back pain and therapy. It basically makes the muscles work without, again, you having to move around and do anything. They've used this with heat. They've used this in combination with massage. And so let's just go ahead and take a look. Now, I'm not going to put this on because I do want to consult my doctor anytime I use anything new like this, especially because it is electrical charge. And over the years, I have had several tests done, and I kind of tend to freak out a little bit when it comes to anything new. So I definitely want you guys as well to consult your doctor. But these have been around for a very long time. You can read all about them on the internet. Let's unbox it and talk about what you get in the package. So a little bit more before I do that, off the website, this is on special right now for $36 shipped to your door through Prime. Link is in the description. Premium TENS unit is what they describe this as. And again, as a lot of these Amazon listings, as I've mentioned in the past, there is a little bit of a language barrier in the description, so kind of take that with a grain of salt. But just a couple different features on this particular one. It is 3.75 inches in size. It's like the size of your older iPod Touch. Very small, very discreet, something you could wear under your clothes at the gym and put this in your pocket and nobody would even know it was there. These devices have been used as well with athletes in training. Usually they'll wear something like this, again, under the supervision of a doctor and, of course, under the supervision of a personal trainer. Again, I'm not, this thing, it's pretty straightforward, guys. I'm not trying to freak anybody out, but again, just for the good of everybody who may use something like this. Anytime I recommend starting a workout program, using a product that has to do with your body. We're not talking about a smart bulb here or a wheel you throw in your car. Something you're going to put on your body and use. Always consult your doctor before starting any kind of diet, exercise routine, anything that you put on your body or that interacts with your body. Definitely, get the opinion of your doctor. But a little bit again, right off the website here, you have A and B channels in this device here, so you could have this. You could have two different functions running at the same time. You could hook up two leads, so you could have one of these maybe on your upper back and another on your lower back, and I'll show you everything that comes with it. You have several different settings on here. You have built-in 24 pre-programmed modes with 20 different intensity levels. Which is, far beyond anything that I've ever used in the past. It does come with pre-gelled, latex-free, self-stick, non-irritating pads, and it does have a battery life of up to 10 hours. So without reading everything, let's just go ahead and show you guys what you get. So there is the box. Pop this open here. The device, obviously very thin, about the size. It looks almost like a iPhone or an iPod Touch. Pretty straightforward there. If you go ahead and turn it on, nice backlit indigo display, your different functions, a timer on top for, so you know exactly how long you've had this on. And of course your different intensities which mimic kind of volume knobs. This is your power button. You have a high and a low level. So basically what you do is if you want to increase the intensity, you press that button and you can see the bar rising. It's going back down because there's no electrode attached or no lead attached. But that's about it. Several different modes. It does come with an instruction manual explaining all this stuff as well. And you have a button on the bottom here which will cycle between A and B and then re-illuminate once it goes into a timeout for your backlit. And of course a battery status bar right on top. Very similar to cell phone. Almost looks, exactly like a cell phone. Very easy to slip this in your pocket, and it's very lightweight as well. So as far as, let me just turn it off here. So as far as what you get in the box, you get a carry bag with it, which although is a little bit small, if you're going to pack all the stuff they give you in here, it probably wouldn't fit you to really have to stuff it in. Really, this is perfect for maybe the device and maybe one set of electrodes. You do get the electrodes here. This particular one comes with, you can see on the end, very similar, reminds me of my Harbor Freight multimeter. You pop it right in the top, and again, you can do that with the B side as well, so you can have more electrodes on your body. This particular one here comes with the ability to hook up two different electrodes, so you'll have not like a left and a right, they're not headphones, but you can basically have one. I'll show you the actual pads here. This one I have hooked up here. So this one here allows you to hook up two pads, as you can see. And what they are is this is the smaller pad. I wish they came with more. Only negative thing I have to say about this from the company, they include this kind of non-stick plate where when you're done using this, you can stick them on there and it doesn't stick to it. It only gives you enough to mount two of the small ones on here. They really should include enough of these for all the electrodes. So anyway, this is it right here. It's sticky, and basically you get that wet if you need to reactivate it. Once it becomes kind of gummed up with skin, I know it's kind of gross, skin or body oils, it'll start to lose its stickiness. Just go ahead and wash it a little soap and water, let it dry, and it'll clean right up. And what you do is basically stick this on your different areas of your body, on your muscles that you want to. And again, in the manual, it shows you where to place these. Lots of information. I'm sure there's lots of books and resources on the internet. Again, consult those before you stick those, because you want to put these on the right location to make that muscle contract. Right now, again, obviously on the forearm, this is not in the proper location, but if I were to turn this on, the muscles that this is attached to would contract. Again, if you put this on your bicep, there's different areas in your bicep that are going to make your arm completely contract, and others that will just kind of make the muscle in the surrounding area contract. So very important to read the manual and read up on this before you use any of this. So I'm just going to pop these back on here so they don't get all gummed up or messed up here. So pretty straightforward. They plug in almost like a set of headphones. You just basically plug in these two electrodes into the female portion of the what do you call them? What do you call these things? Like sticky plate, whatever they're called. What do they call these things here? Yeah, electrode pads. Excuse me. And so this one allows you to hook up 2 pads. The other set of wires here allows you to hook up 4 pads, okay? And then they give you 2 more of these smaller pads like this. You get 4 total. Is that right? 4 total? Let's double check here. No, you get more than that. They give you a lot with this, actually. More than you actually really need. So you'll get a total of 4 of the smaller pads. So 6 pads total. Nope, 8. Excuse me. I misspoke again. So you get 4 of the small pads and then 4 of the large pads. So these would be good like around, larger muscle groups, I would think, or wherever they might just be more comfortable. I'd be honest with you, I haven't really noticed when I use this a really huge difference between using the smaller pad or the larger pad. I think it really depends on which muscle you're using, but you do get 8 pads total, and the ability to hook up at the same time 6 individual pads. So, which is kind of odd because they give you the 8 pads, maybe just a couple are extra. 8 pads, 3 wired leads, which again allow you to hook up total if you use these all at once. Is that right? 4, 5, 6, 6. So you could actually hook up 8 pads with the leads, but you can only hook up 6 pads to the device itself unless you were to get another one of the 4 wire connections, which it only comes with 1. It's kind of odd that they give you 8 pads and then 4 different, the potential only hook up 6, but getting confused myself here. But anyway, that's how it works. Pretty straightforward. I'm not going to turn it on again because I've used it and I just want to consult my doctor again before using it again. There are certain areas on the body that you don't want to put this. Read the manual. Again, consult your doctor. I can't stress that and urge you to do that enough. You're not supposed to put this around your chest areas because you guys know if you ever had an EKG, they put the electrodes in specific areas. So there are areas you don't want to put these. You don't want to put these on your head, around your neck. And I think they mention the neck just because they don't mention why, but I would think because the muscle in your neck, you could actually hurt yourself pretty easily to start tightening those up. You use this with caution, of course, because this does put out enough electric current to really make your muscle contract to the point where you can really cramp yourself. So again, like anything, again, I have to say it again, consult your doctor and use this with caution. But that's about it, guys. Again, great product. They've used these for years in physical therapy and relaxation and massage. Definitely check it out. The price point's amazing. If you've heard of these before and you want to try to use this, this is great if you have an area like once my doctor gives me the go ahead, I'm definitely going to use this around my back, my lower back, like my sciatic area. I'm always in a lot of back pain. My brother-in-law, he's been going to a specialist which they use like hot towels and massage and a combination of this and that in order to really relax the muscle. And think about it, when you work a muscle, when you're working a muscle, even just light, you're loosening it, you're exercising it, you're strengthening it. It loosens everything up. And that's kind of the idea behind this. It allows you to basically lay there and gently, depending on which setting you put it on, to gently work that muscle and have it loosen up. And this is how my boss used to use it. This is how I'm going to use the device. This is not a device like on the infomercials that they had, the ab flexor. Yes, technically you're flexing and you're kind of simulating what a crunch does. And there is a element of strengthening the muscle as well using something like this, but mainly it's used for massage and physical therapy. Again, read about it. Read what other people have to say. It gets a 4.5-star rating on Amazon. If you want to pick it up, now is a great time. If you have any questions whatsoever, I can forward those to the company, but I would consult your doctor again first and foremost because they're the ones, physical therapists, doctors are going to know about this and know whether this is safe for your particular person to use or not. So thanks for watching. I want to thank Renpho for their generosity in sending me this product to share with you guys. Like I said, this has been used by many people over the years, and I've known many people have used these, and they are, from my understanding, safe. But again, definitely double check. It's always better to be safe than sorry. So link is in the description. You want to pick one up. If you have any questions, I can again forward those to my contact at Renpho. But again, I can't stress enough, I would encourage you just to relay those, bump those up to your doctor, because if I pass that the question is going to be about the device. If you have a question about the device specifically, I can try to get you an answer, but really most of that information is right on the webpage anyway. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, subscribe and take care.